All right, more info on my buddy Griffin right here. He's a puppy. Place. So this exercise right here is place. What we want to do here is we want to make a lot of good, pleasant associations to the place bed.
Free.
So the way we do that is we give them either the bulk of their food or very high value treats. And in this particular video, in this particular case, I'm pairing it up with the clicker, which is a marker that essentially tells him he's doing a good job. And that impromptu distraction, which was unplanned, he did pretty well with that, which is great. Very proud of him, and I gave him a reward for that. So that is that's what essentially place looks like. We're adding distance, duration, distractions, and again, for a young puppy, this is amazing. Now the other thing we're working on here also is the down. I know, buddy, I know. We'll get down in a second.
Free.
So the down is basically just, we're doing the mechanics for the down. Okay, as a young puppy, as a young dog, I'm not going to expect perfection and insane discipline from a dog that has a very short attention span.
Down.
So a lot of the training with the puppies is just mechanics, introduction mechanics. It's pretty much the same thing that I do with an adult dog, but with a puppy, obviously, the expectation of discipline is not there quite as much. Now, the other thing I'm working on here is very important, is nail trimming. Now, this little guy's doing amazing. Sometimes you do this with puppies and they kind of fight you a little bit. He is doing great, and this could definitely be a result of his temperament. So he's pretty chill about it, and a combination of maybe the owner. You know, the owner did have him for about a week before he came here for training. So the owner might have done already some of this, which good job to the owner. But a lot of times this is temperament, meaning the puppy or the dog is okay being handled. And if your puppy is not okay being handled, you want to make sure that you instill that in them. And the way you do that is by continued exposure. So you do it again and again and again until it becomes less of an issue. But of course, Griffin here is doing amazing. So now there's more nail trimming here, using all, going through all the paws. I want to make sure that he gets handled, the toes get all handled. The nail trimming, this is very important. A lot of times little dogs don't get the proper grooming or don't get as much grooming because little dogs sometimes can be a little bit difficult to handle because, you know, they don't show you a lot of the things that sometimes the bigger dogs show you, or at least are not as apparent. Now here what I'm doing is I'm getting him used to getting the toothpaste applied to his gums and his teeth. Now the toothpaste for puppies, really for dogs in general, you don't actually need to brush them with a toothbrush. You can simply massage their gums and their teeth with your fingers. The toothbrush can be used, and it's usually something that you would use to remove a very apparent buildup. So if there is buildup that can be removed easily with a toothbrush, then you do that. If it's hardened, that's not something you want to do or will be able to do with a toothbrush. But the toothbrush is sort of an optional. Essentially, it does help. It's not a bad thing. But for the toothpaste, you just need to apply it to their gums. Now, additionally, what I'm doing here is I'm doing more handling. So ears, toes, tail, everything. You want your puppy to get used to being handled.